That's good.
It's July 1st, I believe, right?
It is July 1st.
I mean, the summer is rolling.
Perfect. It's a perfect day out right now. I mean, how can it be any better?
I know.
So, you know,
I feel like we usually do this a little bit earlier, and yet
we do.
But here we are, and we got so much to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, a ton.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lead singer to talk about. No, just joking, Adam. I'm not going to talk about you.
We love Adam.
Of course.
So, I will get going on a few things. So, first off, thank you for everybody who's been supporting the band for 40 years. I can't believe that we've done 7th Heaven for 40 years. I thought when we started, I was 15 years old, and I thought by 30 I would be done. I was like, 15 years, I'll be done. You know, I'll be 30 years old. I'm not going to do it anymore. And here I am, 55 now, 40 years into doing this.
It's crazy, and think of the pitfalls from 15 to where you are now, to the full 40 years. There was moments where maybe you would have only gone to like 30, like you said.
Yeah, we had bumps in the road, you know, like every band has highs and lows. We've had highs and lows with the band, you know, different members at different times. But, you know, we stuck to the plan and I kept the vision going. And we're lucky and fortunate enough that not only people show up to see us, but people hire us, you know. So we're very grateful and fortunate for what we have, you know.
You often say it's to jump on the train and it's a ride. And it
is a ride.
It's been a 40-year ride so far, and the train is full steam ahead still.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I'd be 40. But you know what's crazy? Like, I still have the same drive and ambition that I had when I was 15. Like, I legitimately, when I'm playing, I love playing. I'm so happy. I'm just, even if there's nobody in the crowd, I just enjoy playing guitar. I enjoy being in the band. I enjoy that we're doing it. I'm enjoying being alive. I enjoy life. I enjoy people. I love people. So it's an amazing experience, you know. Like, it's really cool. So I have a cool job.
You definitely do, and it's a great. You got a great iteration of the band right now too. You've had lots of players, lots of contributors, lots of band members. They've all been amazing, and
they've all
different than now.
And all the players that have been in the band for the 40 years, they all make up the foundation of the band. I mean, they are part of the building blocks of the building, or whatever you want to say. You know, that you want an analogy you want to use, but they do encompass the importance of the band. The band would not be where it is without all those other pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah,
because each one of them, during the moment that they were in the band, they helped sustain the band and grow it during the time that it needed to happen. So if there's a failure along the way with somebody in that band, in the sense of the band itself, not of a person, then the band probably would not be where it is today. So the importance of the band, you know, I have to respect that, you know, because it's just the truth. You know?
Yeah, and 40 years of it, and one of the coolest things being 40 years in this new newsletter, if you guys want to pick it up at all the shows, you document it really well.
Yeah. You
do show the different eras of 7th Heaven and the people that have contributed. And
so I'll go through a little bit of that with you. So first off, on this image on the cover, what's cool is all of these photos are crowd shots from the band. And if you look behind this photo, you'll see this photo, and the crowd shots make the band. And it's really telling of what that is, you know, because the fans definitely make the band. Without the fans, the band's nothing. And then this shows the 40 years, from 1985 through to 2025, 40 years. 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And the pictures that we had of the band during the time. I even go a little bit more involved with it inside, where I break it down into 10-year increments on pages. Who was in the band, what we accomplished.
And this is the part I'm talking about, because I love this, the way you pay homage to everybody that's part of it.
Yeah, well, they were important, and they're very important to 7th Heaven's history. This picture is at the bass player Bon Jovi's house, at Al John Such Bon Jovi's house. Yeah. See the Bon Jovi gold record back there?
Yeah.
Bon Jovi gold record.
This is great.
So this is just a really cool, history of the band during the different eras of the band. This is the billboard that's currently on 90 right now.
Yeah, I believe it's if you're heading eastbound on 90, correct?
Yeah, eastbound between Algonquin Road, Arlington Heights Road, and Elmhurst
Road. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're going east, it'll be on your right, everybody.
Yes, and actually it's going to be in 2 different locations through the summer. So
okay, this I didn't know.
I don't know when, but sometime probably soon it's going to change be in the same vicinity, but it's moving into 2 different locations. So we've been running a billboard for the last few years, and it's been pretty successful for us. So, this just shows a really cool thing on the history of the band.
I know the billboard's successful because people tell me all the time. I'm not a 7-Heaven band member, and people tell me all the time, "Did you see that they got a billboard?" And I didn't know there was a billboard. I'm like, I know.
I should be like, cool. Did you see the bill that went along with that?
I know.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So, we've got so much going on. Did you see in the news the little Chat GPT where they made us babies?
The babies.
I think I'm a cute baby.
Oh, absolutely. Mom will say you're the cutest baby of all time.
Smiling baby there.
After Julie.
No.
Mom will pick you.
I mean, I'm friendly.
This is true.
I'm nice.
Sorry, Julie.
This is all of Roy's characters, and there's even more than that because my kids aren't even on there yet.
No, I know. Like there's a whole group of
kids that are not even in this, but this is a lot of the band members and crew members and past crew members and some past band members that are part of the
if I could say for a second, Richie, like this is like 4 years now. I think 7th Heaven Rock Roll Kids have been actually in circulation. The books, and
they've been doing good.
Yeah, they've been doing really good. Thanks to all you guys out there and all the band people and all the band members helping me, supporting me. Every time I call any of them, Mark, Adam, you to do something with me, you guys have all obliged. Joe Buckberger has, Danny, everybody that's in it that I asked to do something, you guys are so great. And I can't believe it's all these years. Look what we've accomplished.
Look at
14 episodes now.
I mean, these different books, of all these different books are available on Amazon, and they're also available at our shows.
The shows, and kids love them, and I'm so proud to be a part of it, work with you guys and my friends and all these other people, and I could not be happier. So.
Show them some new books.
Yes, the new ones you guys can get starting this weekend. Our episodes 12 and 13, which is out. And then the final number 14 comes out in about another week and a half. And so I can't wait to read that. It's got a really climactic ending, and I hope people are impacted like I am with it. There's a cookbook. You can get our cookbook still. Yeah. And Richie, I'm going to be with Tony Saturday before the Hoffman Estates show at Big Sammy's. I'm going to be there from 4:30 to 7. I'm going to sign these books along with Tony. Tony's got a whole bunch of new hot sauces, like actual legit hot sauces that he's putting out to stores everywhere. We're going to have those there. We're going to debut them.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to have special recipes that are exclusive. You got to come over there.
I want to try
we'll bring it here.
I can't eat that before I go on stage.
This is true.
It's too risky.
It's true.
I mean, risky.
I know.
It's risky.
I forget.
I got to be safe before I go on stage.
So maybe you can make it just to say hello. Frankie might pop by. That's a cool thing. He said he might.
Yeah. So
if you guys are interested Saturday, come see me and Tony, whoever's there. You can do some books.
Tell him just to come after the show. Go back to my house. We'll have a party. We'll grill some food. We'll bring some wings and Big Sam.
We'll be all over it.
And after the Hoffman show, we'll just grill here.
That's done deal.
And we're in my backyard.
Done deal. Yeah, you guys can tell we are not really at a concert. Even though there is a concert playing behind us, I think we've had Def Leppard for.
We're watching Def Leppard concert. So even the Rock Roll Kids, we have an Uno game.
Yes,
I
meant to bring that here, and that was one of the things I forgot.
I have one downstairs.
Okay, well,
maybe we can show it later when we're in the studio
for sure.
We have an Uno game
officially called One,
right? And then we've got these new comic books.
These comic books are fun because we printed a bunch of them. They're very cheap at the inexpensive is a better word, at the table. They're only $2, but these are perfect. If you haven't gotten into the Rock and Roll Kids, this is where you start because it catches you up. Right. And you can restart wherever you want. So it's a great comic book. We're also giving a lot of them away for free, and we're going to talk about more of that stuff too. And I have a really cool version of this comic that I'm going to have signed exclusively by you guys eventually. It's a very, very, very glossy, professionally printed version. We're going to have a very limited amount of these, but these are they're going to be very limited. So one day when the Rock and Roll Kids are a bigger thing, these will be the thing to have.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, this is super fun.
Amazing. Roy's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Like I couldn't even do it though if there was no band.
Look at that. How amazing that is.
This is a fun comic book too, Richie. My friend Miguel is on the back side. So this comic book, we printed it where it's a double. So if you flip it over, you get Miguel's comic book. So any kid that might want to do something else or learn some other things, there's 2 comics in one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How awesome. It's crazy.
So that's the rock and roll kid world right now.
Yeah, well, and we also be talking about making a board game.
Yes.
So the board game is another thing that we've been looking at, and trying to figure out, like, okay, where can we get this made? What's the cost?
Yeah.
How long does it take to make? We're trying to see if we can get that done before the end of the summer.
Yeah, and we're really close.
Yeah.
We're really close. I just got a few more things to map out.
It's get to the show.
Get to the show.
So am I always going to be the last one?
Yes, of course.
I'm going to be the last one that crosses
For people that don't
to the stage.
Because he's the guy that's always the last to show up at a show. In the Rock and Roll Kids, I actually the Rock and Roll Kids, all the 5 guys are always being transported somewhere, and he's always the last to arrive when he arrives.
That's the transporter. That's the transporter's fault, not mine. Just being honest.
The transporter is Dino.
This transporter is not getting me there on time. What am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh!
But it's true to life. So
it's true to life.
We try.
So this is, and here's an update to the fan page of all the fans wearing the Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, that was fun because you had a lot of people that actually submitted new photos.
And there's a lot of pictures in here.
Yep.
I got a couple pictures of my kids in here. I put a couple of the boys in here. But yeah, and we got the pictures of the band and the crew, all the crew people. Roy's in there.
I'm in there. I have a new picture too, which is kind of nice. I'm happy I got it in.
So, our accomplishment. This is our accomplishment page. We're talking about this giveaway. So we're doing a guitar pick giveaway.
Big deal here.
It is a big deal, actually.
Yeah.
We're giving away a brand new car, a Cruise for 2, an Apple iPhone, an iPad, an iWatch, AirPods, a 7th Heaven guitar, 7th Heaven drum kit, a gift bag, a box set. Instant wins. These are instant wins that you just get the pick, go over to the merch and get it instantly. With a T-shirt, CD, or DVD, the comic book, and a mystery of something that might be only exclusive only for the pick that the merch people will handle. All this is going to be correlated to the merch table. You're going to need to go to the merch table to get that validated. To validate these picks, you have to go to the merch table. They'll hole drill punch a hole through the pick, meaning that it can't be used again. You'll sign a rules and regulations. It'll be in for a drawing at a later date, and then at a later date we're going to draw for the car and for the Cruise and for these other prizes. Yeah, and this is legit an amazing thing that you've been talking about for a few years now. I've been talking about for a few years. Yeah, and so every time we have our meetings and I get to be part of putting this together with you, I'm just so impressed that it's coming. It's here. Like you did it, and legitimately, I say, because this is no small feat to give away a car, to give away a Cruise, to give all these things that Seventh Heaven is doing for the fans. It's the best way that you can do to be appreciative. As you always say to everybody. I am very appreciative of people following the band. Yeah, and we wouldn't have had a career if it wasn't for the fans. And so to make a fun activity that encompasses with the shows. As long as people don't get hurt, I don't want people fighting over the picks. Right. I'm not gonna. If they do that, and then I'm gonna kill. I'll kill it. I'll be like, no, we're done. Yeah. So I think one thing for sure that I've noticed happening a lot of times when there's kids at the early shows. Don't hurt children. Don't hurt children. Definitely, there will be less picks thrown to kids directly. Well, I won't throw. I'm not going to throw a lot of these at every show. I will show them at every show, but not a lot of them. Yes. Because I want it to be special. I want it to be like. In Willy Wonka when you got the golden ticket, it's a special moment, Yeah. And so, and your odds are pretty good because I'm not making millions of these picks. Right. I put a picture online earlier, showed up, I think about 20,000 picks, I think is on the order I just got. Not all of them are, actually majority of them are regular picks. They're not for the contest. Mm-hmm. The picks for the contest are they're not that many. I mean, there's many, but enough that you could go through the summer and you likely will get one. If you're paying attention and you're in my line of sight. Yeah, exactly. But I want it to be fun, and I'm okay if somebody got the pick and they never validated. They just had a pick. They probably don't know. And when Richie says it in his site too, the picks are put on your pick guard thing. You have no clue what pick you're grabbing. So he may see somebody throw a pick. You don't know what. I don't always know. I don't always know because of the price. So these are I pulled out 2 of them. Here's the 2 picks. They're of the. You won't be able to see it very well. I'm going to put all this online, but this is the car one. See the little car on there. Actual car on it. And then you see this one's got the cruise ship on there. Yes, exactly. This is white with gold. This is white with silver. Oh, nice. And those are the 2 top prizes for there. Okay, so if you guys get those picks. Yeah.
And immediately take them to the merchandise table, the merch table.
They'll drill a hole in it.
That'll validate it.
That'll validate it. They have to sign a rules and regulations with their name and email address and phone number to be contacted. And what my vision is, and I before with the summer and before the flyer, couldn't get it solidified, was I talk about it later here. I'll give you a little bit more of an insight. So if you go to this page here, it talks about our movie documentary that we're coming out with. So we're shooting a movie that we've been shooting. We were supposed to come out with it at 35 years during COVID. We were shooting it in the midst of shooting it, and then COVID hit, so we stopped production of it. And
we have a lot of amazing footage. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
We have a lot of
past, current. Yeah,
so we're gonna put that. We're gonna build that documentary. We're still shooting now, and then I have to edit it. So it's on my plate of something to edit, and then once it's edited, and I feel like okay, we're I want it to be around an hour and a half to 2 hour long documentary. There's a lot of things about Seventh Heaven that a lot of people don't know. Highs and lows that would be pretty shocking. I mean, we're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the Bon Jovi section.
Yes, I know that. I do, but not everybody knows that, and that's a great story.
It's kind of cool little thing about Bon Jovi, about working with the bass player Bon Jovi. I'll go into the story in the documentary a little bit more.
The late Alex Johnson.
But yeah, I mean, I got to learn a lot about the Bon Jovi ecosystem. In fact, we even had a lot of Bon Jovi equipment that we used when Bon Jovi played the Moscow Peace Festival. Doc McGee was their manager, and he didn't want to transfer all the equipment out of America, ship it to Moscow, Russia, and then ship it back and have to go through customs and pay for it. So he made all the manufacturers for Bon Jovi and Motley Crue and Scorpions to just ship it right from England or wherever, Marshall, whatever, ship it right over to Moscow. And then that way they didn't have to ship any of the Bon Jovi equipment. Well, then when they got back to America, Marshall and all these places didn't want them, companies didn't want all that back. So Doc said, just take it. So they shipped it back to America. Well, Bon Jovi didn't need all that equipment. They already had all the equipment they needed for their tours. So Alec was gracious enough to let Seventh Heaven have a bunch of Bon Jovi equipment. So we would go play clubs, and before we'd go on, you'd see the cabin say Bon Jovi 41, Bon Jovi 42, Bon Jovi 43. And is Bon Jovi playing here tonight? No, it's just Seventh Heaven. But that is Bon Jovi's equipment we're playing on. Right. So it's kind of a cool story.
It's a great story.
So there's a lot of cool stories that will be told in the documentary by not just me, but past band members, current band members, crew members, people in the business, and fans and stuff.
Fans,
so
friends,
it'll be just a nice story. Seventh Heaven is an interesting. It's an anomaly because we live like we're a business. And we're a band, so there's a creative side, there's a personal side, and then it's like then there's a family side to it. Like where you have everybody's like and I am related to a lot of people that are in the crew, but it is like a family. You're around each other so much, and then not only does the band and crew become family, but then you start becoming almost like family with your fans and friends that come see the band, and so there's a synergy there that's interesting. I think that's there's a unique story within it. And, it's like interesting because people will contact the band saying how we've touched their lives. But at the same time, those fans also touched our lives, So that's what I mean by a synergy. It's a very interesting thing. In today's world, to have a escapism that's safe to go to, that you're having fun with people, and people are welcomed into that world, unapologetically in any way you are as a person, and have fun with us. That we're lucky, and I never, when I started Seventh Heaven, I never thought that this band would transcend numerous generations. I thought we would just appease the generation that we were within. So, at the time I'm 20 years old, I'm thinking my friends that are 20 are going to dig some of this stuff because we like the similar music and we're just going to play these songs.
Right.
Looking at it now, what's interesting is to see such a wide range of people, from young kids that we focus our rock and roll kids onto, all the way up to their parents, to their grandparents, and you're like, we could play to 4 generations of one family at one time, and I never envisioned that when we started the band. I didn't realize that could ever happen. I think that happens for a few reasons. Reflecting at it, I think it's a song selection, the personalities on the stage, the interactivity of it, the excitement, the energy that's projected, the marketing of it. It's a combination of both the production. There's a lot of elements, I think, that create Seventh Heaven to what it is. The personalities and the people in the band definitely contribute. I mean, each one of the five of us are like our own little character within ourselves, with our mannerisms, the way we are as people. You know, I mean, you draw us.
Yeah, I live with you every day. Even when I'm not here, I'm home drawing, writing, pretending I'm you guys, and you guys and me, and it's like a little weird.
It's you know, we're lucky. I mean, you know, to have this in our lives, you know, and it drives me. It makes me want to work harder and harder and harder. I constantly,
but it's reciprocated too, because all friends and fans and family, we all feel the same. Like, we're happy we have Seventh Heaven in our lives. So that's what's that's the cool synergy that you talk about too.
Yeah, we're lucky. I mean, we're fortunate in what we have, you know. So, and I've been working on a bunch of things. I mean, we talk about the cruise. We got the cruise coming on. Every year we go on a cruise.
What's our ship
we're going on this year on MSC World America, which is a brand new ship that just came out like 2 months ago.
Okay.
It's the same size as an Oasis class ship, and it was half the price. So I said, let's try. We'll go.
Amazing.
Let's see if it's good. There's an Italy restaurant on there. There's a Greek restaurant on there. There's a burger and fries place. There's a bunch of buffets that you can go to. There's a lot of things to do on the ship, and I see good reviews on it, and I'm like, well, if it's half the price, we could have just as good of a time. Maybe we can get more people to join us.
Yeah.
And
for those who know, guys, the cruise is an amazing thing. I've been on numerous ones. Thank you so much, Richie. And I've always enjoyed my time, and I will be at more of them in the future. And this looks like an amazing class of ships.
Yes,
definitely be a part of this if you can.
Starting at $826. That's what.
And
all the food is included. You know, your entertainment, your food.
Yeah, it's almost unbeatable. And you're with people that we all.
And we have a pre-cruise party. I have about $1,000 of giveaway before that. We do about another $1,000 of giveaways on the ship. And then we have activities that we do together. So I put a schedule together.
And you guys, it's on here in the newsletter. There's ChicagoMusicCruise.com. You can feel free to go ask anybody at the merch table at Seventh Heaven Show. We're all happy to share with you guys any questions that you have about the cruise or anything. But definitely check out the cruise. It's awesome. Nobody does something like this. I mean,
the 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, January 17th, 2026 through January 24th, 2026, going out of Miami, Florida, to Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and then a private island called Ocean Cay in the Bahamas. And it's just an island. This is the picture of this in here. This picture is of the private island of the, you know, the island that we go to, and there's food served on there as well. So it's a fun time, you know. It's nice to get away from the winter. It's also our little kind of like a little window of opportunity for us, a slow part of our season. We have 2 slow periods, usually right after the first of the year in January. It's cold, and none of us want to be here. We want to get out of here because it's freezing. And we're like, time to go.
Yeah.
We love living here.
Of course.
I don't want to ever go.
Yeah.
But I don't like living here when it's free. When it's like January, and it's like 0 degrees out, and I see the mailman come, and they're gonna be like,
and it's fine.
Like, you have a Publishers Clearinghouse check. I'm like, I'll get that another day. Or they'll be like, the weatherman will be like, he's like, it's gonna be like 0 degrees for the next week. I'm like, what? 0? I go to Woodman's at like 2 in the morning, and I buy like $500 worth of food, and I stock it up in all the refrigerators. I'm like, I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And except for gig, just a show.
You guys, it's $490 of cereal, $10 of other food.
I love cereal.
I know.
And the irony is, I only eat maybe 2 to 3 bowls a week. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in probably 2 weeks.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. But it's a stock.
No, it is a stock.
Yeah.
I have the whole grocery store here.
Yeah.
I'm on all. And do you ever look at cereal boxes? You notice that the eyes of the characters look down to the children.
I didn't look at that.
Look at when you go. Look, almost all of them. I think maybe Lucky Charms, or I think Lucky Charms might be the only one. But all the other characters, their eyes are looking down at the kids like, bother your mom and dad right now for these Frosted Flakes right now. Guilt them. Make them feel like really bad.
It's awesome.
Mom, you can eat these products. Yeah, watch all the characters are looking down to.
I want to do so well with the Rock and Roll Kids one day that we can license Tony the Tiger, and
Toucan
Sam, and all, and put them in there with you.
I'll tell you,
Richie.
I'm going to blow your mind. In fact, nobody's ever. Only a couple people know this. Do you know that we came very close to making a cereal?
Oh, that's
I met with a guy that worked with Kellogg's, and we were talking about making a Seventh Heaven cereal.
Yeah.
I asked him if it would be a grape cereal with grape marshmallows in there too. It would be grape flavor because there's no grape flavored cereal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's grape in Fruit Loops. There's a grape in all the fruity ones. But no strictly grape.
Yeah.
There used to be a cereal called a Sir Grapefellow by I think General Mills in the 70s. And I want them to bring that back. I don't know what's the hatred towards grape? Because here's the thing that makes no sense to me. Grapes are one of the most consumed things, and wine's made out of grapes. So
characters, Grimace and Barney.
Right. I don't understand.
Right.
So I need to be at the board table when they're making food because they keep going out with these different cereals, and I'm like, will you just make a grape one? I mean, give it just. Mind you, if it comes, I'll buy like cases of it, stock it away, and
I'll have to make a whole new custom closet for Richie with grape cereal.
I should take them in my closet of clothes, where I have in my closet I have like 50 of the same jeans, 50 of the same shirts, 50 of the same shoes. Yeah. People think I probably never change my outfit. They don't realize I have the same exact outfit.
I like when Richie asks me, "Do you know?" And I really do know most things about Seventh Heaven. The only one that could probably do more than me would be Dino. But do I know about grape cereal? In the Seventh Heaven, the Rock and Roll Kids cookbook, I have a comic that runs throughout the whole thing. And there is a bad guy in this comic named Food Fight, and he's the shape of a cereal box. And not only is he the shape of a cereal box, but on the box itself there is grapes. Because I know that's the cereal that you would like.
I'm telling you, I could change the world.
I want to show there's Food Fight. He's in the bottom there on the right. Everybody looking there.
I mean,
look at him, Richie. He's got grapes for you. So, do I know about your cereal and grape? Yes, I do.
They should make grape Pop-Tarts.
Oh yeah,
peanut butter. Grape and peanut butter and jelly Pop-Tart. Yeah, a peanut butter and jelly grape Pop-Tart. They should, because a lot of kids like grape. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I wanted to do it. You know how one time you wanted to have a show with Michael and Matthew? They do toys and stuff. Yeah. I wanted to do a show called like what would I do instead or something, where we just come up with an idea like that and say this is what we would do, and then to let it sit. And then one day, if that actually comes, we can go, hey, look, this was episode 212. We actually talked about that. You know what I mean? That's kind of a cool little idea.
That is cool, right? Oh, I usually see.
Like you'd have a field day with Apple. What would I do? If Apple, I could have a little show and watch it come true.
I have a lot. We should make a show. Like
we should.
We should. It's funny because the other day I forgot what I was going to say. It was about the
Danny Burke says hi. I see Danny Burke out there.
You threw me with Apple.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I know. You were going. I had to throw the Tim Cook in there.
I'm telling you, they got rid of them. The company make more money.
Right.
Our shows, those are our dates for this year. And crazy is I added like another 10, 20 more that aren't even listed here. That it went to press.
And I know it's hard to see that, but just so everybody out there understands, this week alone, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, I think, right? You got like 6 straight.
So this week we play. Let me see if I'm going to hear you.
All right.
See, you're going to
test me. Pop quiz, hot shot.
Tomorrow on Wednesday, we play at Arlington Heights Frontier Days.
Got it.
The next day we play at Mundelein Fest.
Beautiful.
That's on the 3rd. That's the second tomorrow. It's July 2nd. Wednesday, July 2nd.
Yes.
Then the 3rd is Mundelein Fest. Yep. The 4th we're playing at Milwaukee Summer Fest. And then we leave and go to Morton Grove Fest.
You are correct.
Then on Saturday, July 5th, we go to Hoffman Estates Fest.
Yep. I'll be at that one after Big Sammy's.
And Sunday, July 6th, we're at Bartlett Fest.
See, look at that. That's great. You got them all right. You're perfectly correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows.
Do I win a prize?
You win a pick so you can get validated at the merchandise table.
So I pay for my own car?
Yeah.
So funny. I don't know.
This is awesome. But that's a lot of shows, and you've got all of them right. They're on seventhheavenband.com. If you want the times, Richie's so awesome. He puts the map. I was thinking about that the other day, and how available and easy you make it for people to see Seventh Heaven.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of bands, and they're all amazing, and everybody does great things. But one thing that you do so well is you make it easy for fans to find Seventh Heaven?
Well,
I mean, there's a map right on the website that tells you where to go.
So I'm a fan of other bands. I'm a fan of music. So I always think, like, if I was a fan of Seventh Heaven and I wasn't in the band, what would I want out of it? What's missing, or what could be better?
Yeah.
I constantly evaluate that. Like, I don't think it's not a time or a day that goes by that I'm constantly.
That is not an understatement, because I'm telling you, there's so many times where even I'm going to a show to work with you guys and do something, and I have to say, where are we at this time? And I may remember the fest, but not remember exactly where it was. All I got to do is look at the map on the website,
click the link.
my phone, click the link, and it gets me. I'm not even joking.
It takes me forever to code it.
I believe it, but it's so worth it, and I think it's something many fans would appreciate.
Yeah,
because I know it's something that makes it easy, and it's great. More bands should really do it. Come to shows. Here's how you get there.
So a few cool things that are going on for 2025 that we're working on right now. One thing that's been eating my time when I'm not playing is I've been in the studio a lot. A lot of the days, what's crazy is there's been a lot of shows that we played, and before the show, Adam has come over to the house and recorded with me in the studio.
Adam's our singer.
Adam will sing with me in the studio while I record, and then we'll go to the show. In fact, at Taste of the Plains, we literally were recording. We were on stage at 9:00, and I'm out here, and I look, I go, oh my God, it's 8:35. We got to go.
This is no lie.
We got 25 minutes.
This is no lie.
Literally here.
Yeah, because I pulled up before.
Were you at this?
No, I was at your house.
Oh yes,
dropping off merchandise.
Yeah, so he's dropping off merch.
Yes.
I'm me and Adam are recording. I'm like, we're on stage in 25 minutes. We got to go.
Yes, Lisa tells me the guys are downstairs recording, and the show's coming. So I said to myself, man, I'd love to go hang with the guys for a second, but I know they're busy. They got to finish what they're doing and get to the show. So I never even saw you. I saw you come up, I wasn't
even paying attention to that. I go to, oh my God, we got to go.
Yeah.
So we literally hauled, like we were hauling on 90. I'm driving really fast. Really, I'm like, man, this is way too fast. But I'm like, we literally pull up, boom, on stage. Hey, how are you doing? I was like, we were literally just recording.
Yep. It happens all the time. This guy. I literally went to the show on Wooddale, and I remember arriving about an hour early, and I'm thinking to myself, I could have left a half hour later. I'm like, Richie actually will leave in about 55 minutes to get here in 5, even though he's 20 minutes away.
But it's not like I'm sitting at home watching a movie. I'm like I'm literally in the studio.
Yes.
There's times I'm in the studio working, or a contractor, or I'm advancing, or I'm doing something. It's rare that I'm not doing something.
I believe it.
I'm not a guy who sits around much. Then we would do the show, and then Nick would come over to the house after and record with me. We got done with the show, and Nick's recording till 2 a.m. Then he leaves. Frankie would leave the show and go to the warehouse and record drums. And then after Nick would record, then I'm recording and mixing myself, guitar, or in the studio in the middle of the night. I'm like, this is an all night thing, and people would never know that we actually record. We recorded before the show, played the show, after the show. And Frankie then goes to the warehouse, and he sends me the wave files of whatever we're doing. And what we've been working on is this rewind record right here, which is taking some of the fan favorite songs that people have liked from the band from the last 40 years and re-record them with this current lineup. It's been a fun undertaking because the technology has gotten better, so the sound sounds better, production is better, so it's cool to go back and relive some of these songs. They sound amazing.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this, everybody out there, because people ask all the time. We're at the merch table. What new songs do you have? What new CDs do you have? There's stuff coming out.
It's coming.
This Rewind album is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's really
got
good.
Everything that Richie's telling you about right now, and done with right now with this technology, with this iteration of the band. I've heard some stuff, and I can't wait.
No, it's really good. And then we actually, during while that's going on, we recorded and did a new Pop Medley 6, which we have not played ever. So we went and recorded that. Then Frankie and I went back and and even Nick and Adam and Mark, we went and re-recorded all the medleys. So we went and redid every single medley, and they're all been freshly recorded. with Frankie playing drums on it, and
those are going to be available.
Those are all going to be coming out. They'll be popping out. Bam, 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 bam.
What formats are you going to have available?
So I will have them in CDs and in the USB sticks. Once I get done with the mix, which I think I might be able to get the Pop Medley 6 done in the next few days to a week. I should be done with that. It sounds amazing. I should be able to get that done relatively fast. And then when I'm done with a mix, I can actually, within 24 hours, have that available at merch right away as a USB stick. I will have it probably as a download at some point. I will look at the CDs. If I can get it expedited to get faster, usually that takes about 7 to 15 days to get. I'll see what my options are to get that done faster. So that'll be another thing. And then I went back and all of these files, at least of the old original Unplugged, the Media Overkill, the Pop Life, the First Record Time Has Come. These were all. I have all the files for them. So I'm gonna put them out on USB stick, and people can get those right away. At some point I'll put them online to be downloaded as well. And and then some of these older things that are going. These older recordings of these old cassette tapes that we did in the 90s. So come on over. Oh, okay. Fireman Jeff Kids.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
He was just on tour.
Hey, do we have to go to dinner soon? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we'll get going to dinner soon. But we are gonna we were talking about coming back on live in a little bit from the studio, and maybe I'll play you some of Pop Medley 6. Maybe I'll play some an original or two that we went and recorded because it sounds really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that when we've done Facebook Lives in the past, and sometimes the audio cuts out, it doesn't cut through. But I'm really excited for people to hear some of the stuff we've been recording. We've been working very hard in the studio, all of us, and I'm really anxious for people to get. There's such a fulfilling, rewarding thing as a songwriter and as a performer to record something, capture a moment of energy and an embodiment of an emotion or a feeling or an energy, and then releasing that.
Yes.
And I can't explain to you what that, and then to get it out to the public, and hopefully it connects with them to the point where they feel that same energy and they connect with it and they sing back with you.
Yeah.
And then that synergy, if you want to talk about something that's very motivating to keep going in this band world, that's it. Because when you're looking out and you see people singing your song back to you, there's no better validator that says that they're in the song with you. You connected, you know, and it's very motivating. It makes the five of us want to keep going and going. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm ever going to retire. I'm going to probably do Seventh Heaven until I die. I don't see me retiring until my body fails me. And even if it failed me, I'd probably, if I can still do some things,
I'll be doing these things with Richie for a long time.
Wheel me up on my ice line.
I know. But that's a lot of awesome music coming up. And I can't wait for people to get that at the merch.
I can't wait.
If you haven't gotten at the merch, I want to show people these, Richie, really quickly, because these have been super popular shirts at the merch.
Oh yeah.
These are
you got to tell
our jukebox shirts.
So you got to tell so this is really cool how Roy does this.
And I'm going to show you. I brought the white one.
This is actually like when we talk about a custom shirt. This takes Roy a lot of work because this comes on white.
Yeah, first I draw the image.
He draws the image, then he prints that in white. And
it looks like this.
And then it
starts like this.
It starts like that. So that's how it comes.
And
then Roy has to go in and airbrush that.
One of the cool things is that
awesome.
Even though they're all very similar, they're all actually uniquely a little bit different.
Yes.
They're hand done, every one of them. So,
yes.
So then we've got the jukebox shirt, and then we've also got we brought back the Beautiful Life shirt, which has been a very popular shirt.
Do you want to know? You want to know? It's awesome that I wish maybe I'll see if we can next time it happens when we play on stages and the backlights behind us blow I think it's 181 is the gel. It's a certain color purple. It makes this glow up and glow in the dark.
Yeah, because these are
a certain color. That also you look out the crowd, you're like, oh my god, all the shirts are lit up. They're lit up.
And people ask me at the table all the time, will it stay? Will it stay? It does. It stays. You can wash this. It stays really great. So So we've all these shirts available, and
we have a whole bunch. And we have a whole bunch of. I mean, that whole back page was a whole bunch of shirts. We're bringing back some old retro shirts.
Correct. So
I'm going to actually bring back
to the merch
stuff.
table and get these shirts while they're available because I will run out eventually. And we've been selling a lot of them, which is good. But get them. These hats have been super hot. These are the new ones. I'm calling them the Fade to Black.
Nice.
Fade to Black.
Nice.
These ones do the same thing.
Nice.
7th Heaven hats. We got lots of stuff. Come sit over here. We have special guests.
No.
But we miss you.
I missed you guys too.
So you guys hear who's in the background?
Fireman Jeff just got
Fireman Jeff.
We've got these retro shirts right here. So those shirts are ones that people like, and we're going to make a very short run of this. You know, maybe less than 100, maybe even less than 50.
Yeah, but
of short run shirts that we will have periodically all throughout the rest of the summer. And for us, summer is June through end of September. Mm-hmm. That's summer to 7th Heaven. So within that period of time, you're going to see things coming every week. Go over to the merch, sometimes every day. I've got more stuff coming tomorrow. We just came out with these LED bracelets that light up LED. We've got these new keychains.
Yeah, their guitars are really cool. Different colors in them.
Yeah, we've got a bunch
of brand new koozies that are
koozies just came too. We got new bumper stickers that just came.
Yep.
We've got new stuff that's constantly coming in. So that merch table is definitely one that take a stop at every day when you come to a show. Because something's going to be there. And I'll be, like I said, these older products, I'm going to start loading them up on USBs. And I see here's the thing that's been delaying me on the older stuff. There's a little part of me that wants to go back and remix it, but I'm like,
that always will happen.
I know, but I think I'm just going to let it fly.
I get it. I always want to add something to the book, but let
it be.
So Paul was right. Paul and John are let it be.
So there'll be a lot of cool stuff coming to the merch table. Probably even have a couple things maybe available tomorrow at Arlington Heights Frontier Days.
Sometimes you guys might even see Big Sammy at a 7th Heaven show.
His food is amazing.
Yeah, come see Big Sammy and
go
me
for
on Saturday.
Right now.
But we also have Lenny at Panino's Pizza. We are new friends at Jimmy's Char House over there.
You know who I forgot to put in there?
Who?
Sean Hofer Meat Company. Sean Ariel, my cousin.
This always happens to us. We'll
next year.
We'll make that. We'll do the ad anyway, and we'll start promoting it.
So if you're in the Northbrook, Glenview area or Northfield, go to the Hofer Meat Company. They excellent food. He gets the meats directly from the farmer, not through a distributor, and he butchers it there, so you're getting no GMOs or anything weird in the meat. Okay. So really, really good. Beef tenderloin, I would get there, and I would absolutely get the cheddar brats and cherry cheddar brats. Those are my 3 recommendations.
And Richie has those a lot of times at some of his house parties, and they're awesome. They're always going. Everybody's
I make it, and I put the tray out, and I turn around like, wow, that tray's gone.
Sometimes Jeff takes a whole tray on it by himself. So I think we have to get to dinner and we can come back, right?
So we're gonna go grab it. We're gonna have a dinner, and then let's come back, and maybe we'll come back a little bit, and we'll be in the studio. And we'll maybe play some tracks a little bit later.
Super fun.
Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, hour and a half. We'll play some tracks, and I'll update you in the studio of where we're at with what we got going on.
And I'll try to answer any questions or say hellos to people when we get a chance later on our comments. And thanks everybody for checking in, listeners. We'll do this again, I hope, right, Richie?
We always
do. We'll update new stuff as it comes up, and we'll see you in a little bit.
We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, thanks, guys. See you later.
Water. Drink of champions.
I know, I got to help. Dr. Pepper's got to go.